There is a useful cell construction that we can use for creating for loops, the sequences. A sequence is something like that. We start with the symbol, start, two dots, and an end. Start and end should be numbers, and if I can put here, for example, 1 to 6, this will be replaced for a list of numbers starting in this number, increasing one by one until we arrive to the end. I can put an echo command here so we can see the results. Okay, this works as expected. We can start by the higher number, then the range will start at the higher number, will decrease until it arrives to the lower number, and we can also use here an step. So I can put here a 2, and it will be increasing from 2 to 2. So for example, it will start with 1, 3, 5, the next number is 7. 7 is higher than the end of the sequence, so it won't be print. Okay, I can see we use a 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever number I want. And I can also use a negative number here. In that case, the sequence will be, the range will be start from the higher number, from this number, from the end, and will go until it reaches the start of the range. You can do it, remember? We can do this way. It's just reversing it's changing the start for the end of the range. And we can use this for creating loops. So for example, here we can place a range, and for example 1 to 10, and this will be replaced by the numbers 1 to 10 here, as we can see here. Okay, so if we run the script, the value is, it will iterate through the set of values because it just replaces this by 1, 2, 3 until 10. And there is an important thing here is that you can't use variables for the ranges. So for example, if I can put end 5, if I do that, okay, the value is 1, 5. It's not changing the range by all the values. It's just putting here the value of the variable, and the loop will run only once. So what we can do in this case is use sequences. So a sequence is a command. For example, sec 1, 5. Okay, it will create values from 1 to 5. So I can use 5 to 1. It won't work. It works only once. I think there is a command line option for doing it in reverse order, but you need to check the documentation of sec. But in this case, if I want to do this, I can use command substitution, and use sec 1 to end, and in this case, it will run this command, will replace this command for the exit of sec. You can check it in the terminal before if you want, and the value is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in case you need to use variable, you will need to use the sec command and command substitution. If you don't need variables, for example, you want a fixed loop 1 to 10, 1 to 7, you can use ranges directly.